I guess we have more response. And then after that, yeah, we're just doing a big lead up. I just, for what it's worth, I hear you. I've heard people say that too. I've seen, we're all live in a pretty small community. And so there are those specific, houseless community members that, I've just come to know, we don't, go over to each other's places, so to speak. But it's I walk around, I wonder, if that person's not there, where'd they go? It's we know each other over time. And I have heard what you have heard. So it's not that we're saying it doesn't exist, and that, you're just complaining or trying to take anything away from the very valid statements that you made, and that, yeah, some people do say that. Some people do have that attitude. And so I think what Darian is sharing is not necessarily, I don't want to speak for Darian, but in opposition to what you're saying, but it's just kind of hey, here's the staff that are working on it, and this is what we've heard in our community. And certainly, we don't want to be, it's a balance, right? We need to be really judicious of taxpayer dollars as well. And we don't want to be enabling people. And we certainly get frustrated too. When there are good outcomes, guess what happens at public comment? We have to sit there, try to remain professional, and we've been working on things with staff, and we've been hammering, where is it? What's going on? We've been going out to the places, and we're frustrated too, and we have to take the criticism, right? Because that's the roles that we've signed up for. So I just, I don't want to belabor, but I hear what you're saying. I know that it exists. It's frustrating. I'm listening to the conversation about drug use and the frustrations with that, and I hear the kind of human parts of people that say, hey, I care. And Nia, and what I heard from what you were saying is hey, I'm not just some monster that wants to lock everyone up. I care about people too. Here are some things that I've done professionally. Please know that I'm coming from a sense of care. And also, and then I hear my colleagues saying kind of broad, bigger picture about how there might be some efforts. Well, there is going to be some efforts to clean things up. Well, I don't really say like that, but to smooth things out in the long term. And also, that's not today necessarily, right? And so, meanwhile, the person that is using the drugs, certainly the drug dealers are causing a lot of harm, and the people around them, whether you know them or not, you're in close proximity, like being here at the VFW, there's still harm being caused. It doesn't make you want to come out and be in community. It makes you wonder, what else is going to happen? Especially when, those people are usually in pretty desperate situations. So that is equally frustrating. And I just don't, I know we're going to keep having a conversation here, and I just don't want to get into this space of anyone feeling like it's here's our ideals, and then here's your complaints. There's no us versus them here. I get that it's frustrating. I've heard people say that they're hungry, and I've been hey, here are some options, right, for services, and I've heard them say, no. And I know now that there's a reason behind that, and sometimes you can't change everything, but now we have, not a lot of cities have it, but a homeless response team and a whole housing department that is looking at, that is addressing and mitigating that, right? And it's still, there's been a lot of really great strides, and it sounds harsh to talk about the great things when there's harm being done to people in this room, right? It's hard for you to be oh yeah, great, it looks great, and then you come here every day and you experience the things that you do. So I hear that. And so I don't want to, kind of add to that, because I think it falls a little short on your ears. Anyway, so I don't know what the solution for the drugs is. It's something that frustrates the heck out of me. I live in downtown. I feel nervous about it, both sort of physically and psychologically unsafe at times. And I have the privilege of helping lead our city, and it's something that we still got to tackle. I don't think we have it right yet. I really don't. I think there is a balance between compassion and accountability. Anyway, I think Jimmy has something to share.